Hannah Gadsby, Nannette review, Netflix. Now before you start reading my review, give me a chance to convince you for watching this stand-up act. Yes, apart from reviewing this hour of brilliance, I'll be manipulating your mind, so you should have the tempt of watching this as soon as you're done with reading this. We don't have a Salman Khan or Shah Rukh Khan in my article, so I don't know till how many people will this reach. But even if 10% of people reading this will go and watch the show, it'll be a contribution towards something which is a global issue. Hannah Gadsby, she's an Australian comedian. Gadsby is a lesbian. But Nannette is about how those jokes didn't help her bit to undo the damage she faced in reality. Born and raised in Tasmania, an isolated island state from Australia, she was in a closet from 1989 to 1997 because homosexuality was a criminal act back then. It's a crime in India, even now. Section 377, which was introduced 157 years ago in 1861, still criminalizes the homosexuality. Yes, we saw some progress in 2009 when Delhi High Court decriminalized homosexuality, but in 2012 Supreme Court overturned that order. Even now, it is an act of calculated risk to identify publicly as being gay in India, or to advocate for change, said Ayesha Kapur in her recent interview to NY Times. Kapur is a businesswoman in Delhi, is one of the petitioners challenging Section 377 in court. Hannah Gadsby in her one-hour special makes you laugh by feeding the trauma of her life. It's after the first half hour of the show where she makes us realize how this isn't your usual stand-up comedy act. How this is more than laughs. From Donald Trump to Pablo Picasso, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Woody Allen and Roman Polanski, she names the people who have misused their power in order to abuse the situation. These men are not exceptions, she says, they are the rule. They are not individuals, they are our stories. Gadsby has been labeled as a man-hater all her life, but with Nannette I'm sure she might have made numerous men hate themselves. Yes, she does the male bashing, not to blame us but to make us realize how there are energies like us out there contaminating the living state of many. I totally get her point. I feel her when she narrates how once a guy had beaten the shit out of her. I feel sorry for her because of how she was disowned. Just because she is a lesbian, people abandoned her from basic human rights. We are not humans to do this to anyone. In a world full of animals, she exists as a subhuman. He beat the shit out of me and nobody stopped him. I didn't report him to the police. And I didn't take myself to the hospital. And I should have, but I didn't, because that's all I thought I was worth. That's what happens when you soak one child in shame and give permission to another to hate. Didn't this pinch your soul hard? She has been through this and more. She says, there is nothing stronger than a broken woman who has rebuilt herself. Truer words were never spoken. She concludes by saying, I don't want to unite you with laughter or anger. I just need my story heard. As she says, whether we like it or not, her story is our story. As a writer I have a certain kind of influence over my readers, though minimal, and I would request you to please listen to Hannah Gadsby's story just once. To Hannah Gadsby, hope you read this once in my lifetime. Sorry for the fact that there was no one around when you faced your life all alone. I'm sorry on behalf of every man that mistreated you.